Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. Sioux Falls police have identified the man killed in a motorcycle crash on the west side of the city. Authorities say 28-year-old Anthony Goodman Jr. was riding his motorcycle at 41st and Ellis Road last Friday afternoon when he collided with a pickup at the corner of 41st Street and Ellis Road. Police say he was going straight and the pickup was making a left turn. Goodman was brought to a hospital where he later died. At this point, there are no charges in the crash. When police wrap up their investigation, it will be handed over to the state's attorney's office. New this midday, the Supreme Court has struck down President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness plan on its final day before its summer recess. The 6-3 decision came down this morning with the court's majority ruling federal law does not allow the program to wipe out nearly $500 billion in debt. South Dakota Senator John Thune and its representative, Dusty Johnson, both quickly came out in support of the ruling. Johnson commented that, quote, the cost of this debt forgiveness would be a baffling $500 billion or more. Our national debt is skyrocketing, and a policy like President Biden's would only make it worse. Meanwhile, Thune said in a news release and social media post, quote, President Biden put forward an unserious scheme to force 87% of Americans who do not have student loan debt to bear the costs of the 13% of Americans who do. Natalie Brand reports from the Supreme Court about its recent rulings.
The Supreme Court has thrown out President Biden's student debt relief program that sought to forgive up to $20,000 in student loans for millions of Americans. The case was brought by Republican attorneys general who argued the plan exceeded the president's authority. The administration had argued it had the power to act during national emergencies such as the coronavirus pandemic.
The court said today in a 6-3 decision by the chief, no, this is a big program. You need specific authorization from Congress. You can't try and shoehorn it into waiver or modification in the HEROES Act.
The Supreme Court also weighed in on a case that pitted gay rights against a Colorado web designer's claims of free speech and religious beliefs. The justices ruled 6-3 in favor of Lori Smith, who sued over a state law saying making wedding websites for same-sex marriages conflicts with her religious beliefs and Colorado's law violates her right to free speech.
There are some messages I can't create no matter who requests them.
Writing for the court, Justice Gorsuch cites First Amendment protection, saying Colorado seeks to force an individual to speak in ways that align with its views but defy her conscience about a matter of major significance. In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote, for the first time in its history, the court grants a business open to the public a constitutional right to refuse to serve members of a protected class. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
The decision is another win for religious rights. On Thursday, the court in a case involving a Christian postal worker decided unanimously that employees who ask for religious accommodations should have their requests honored unless the accommodations result in, quote, substantial increased costs to the business. Turning now to a first look at our midday forecast. It's one of those summer days where the heat is kind of muted by the rainfall, right, Megan?
Yes, it is, Dan. Right now, we're a little bit cooler than we were at this time yesterday. We do have a few more clouds, and we're watching a few rain showers pass through the area. Right now, 76 degrees in Sioux Falls with thicker cloud cover. East winds are at 8 miles an hour. In Rapid City, a little bit of sunshine right now, 73. North winds are at 7 this afternoon. Here's a look at some of our temperatures. We have 73 in Yankton, 80 in Aberdeen, 70 in Pierre, and 64 degrees in Custer. Here's a look at satellite where we do have that thicker cloud cover in southeastern, north central, back towards the Black Hills. And if we look under those clouds, then we do have a few light rain showers passing through. Right now, most of the rain is between Oneida, Blunt, Gettysburg, towards Highmore and Miller this afternoon, moving slowly to the north and east. In southeastern KELOLAND, we do have a few rain showers between Ethan, Parkston, down towards Tripp and Tyndall as well. Over the Black Hills, a few rain, maybe even a few thunder showers popping up in Wyoming as they head to the southwest. So for today, 81 in Sioux Falls, 85 in Aberdeen, 83 in Pierre, and 78 in Rapid City. We'll continue watching that chance for rain and thunder showers as we go through the day, but we will keep our winds light. Tonight, 63 Sioux Falls, 59 in Aberdeen, 62 in Pierre, and 55 in Rapid City. We'll continue watching that chance for rain and thunder showers. For your day on Saturday, though, more sunshine. We'll keep our winds light still. 84 the high in Sioux Falls, 86 in Aberdeen, 88 in Pierre, and 83 in Rapid City. Sunday, more sunshine and hotter yet. 80s, 90s, 96 on Sunday in Pierre. But like I said, we'll keep those winds light before the next round of rain and thunderstorm chances return just in time for your 4th of July. We'll take a closer look at that with your 7-day forecast in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. A long weekend of softball started early this morning for a select number of players. The Ringneck Invitational starts later today at Sherman Park in Sioux Falls, but a number of players participated in this morning's 6th annual Ringneck College Showcase at Dunham Park. The camp is an opportunity for kids to show off their skills and learn from local college coaches.
It's an opportunity to get in front of a ton of people and do a ton of maybe fielding, hitting, throwing, base running, that a coach might not see during a softball game.
The list of colleges participating in this year's showcase includes Augustana, Jamestown, Northwestern, SMSU, and USD. It's one of the most unique houses in Sioux Falls, but for years it sat vacant. This Gothic-style home on West 10th Street, built by Wally Doolittle in the late 1800s, was beginning to fall into ruins and was becoming an eyesore for the neighborhood. But John Koch decided to buy it and restore it.
And, it's about 140 years old, but amazingly, it's still in pretty good shape.
The story is coming up in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10.